Hey guys, Casey here. Welcome back to Lion's Den. You're tuning in to an investments and review channel here. We cover content, technical details, we go over projects, we talk about fundamentals. Over here, we pretty much do it all when it comes to the blockchain space. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. Helps the YouTube algorithm. And with that said, let's get into today's news and topics that we're going to talk about on today's video. First off, let's just take a look at the market cap as a whole. Right now we're a little over $2 trillion, and as you can see right now, of course, if you watch this channel, I've been telling you that we are going to come down in price for the overall market. That's exactly what's happening. So don't panic, have no fear as usual. But if you look here over the last 24 hours or 7 days, there are a few projects that are doing fairly well, regardless of the overall market being down. Solana's been up 21% here over the 7 day. You've got Terra up 29.9%. Algorand for the week has been killing it. It's up 54.33%. That's one of the projects that I'm looking at investing in. I'm already invested in it, but I want to accumulate more over the bear market on Algorand, because I believe that is a very, very good project. I would expect it to move up into at least the top 10. Okay. There's FTX. Guys, there's a lot of projects. What I'm trying to say is there's a lot of projects that are doing good, despite the whole market being down. So let's go over to the charts real quick. Bitcoin right now, sitting at $45,493. I had this support down here, so I'm expecting we could pull back to like 40,800, something like that, right? Nevertheless, though, I'm not really too concerned with prices right now, because you got to have a long-term perspective when it comes to these digital assets, because it's such a new market. And being that it's a new market, I want to talk about the regulations and what the SEC is doing right now, because there's news out there, guys, on Coinbase and the SEC suing Coinbase. Okay, there's a lot of channels out there that have got these little catchy headlines out there to try to make you click on their channel and make you watch it. And there's a reason for that, because they're getting paid. And quite frankly, I think that's wrong. Don't use clickbait in your titles if you can avoid it, right? So what I'm trying to do here is just clear the air on that. That is not the case. The SEC is not suing Coinbase right now. What they're doing is they reached out to Coinbase, or Coinbase reached out to them and was wanting to know if they could do something on their exchange, such as in the DeFi space when it comes to lending and borrowing tokens. Okay, and the SEC basically said, we highly advise against it. Don't do it. But if you are going to do it, expect to get sued. That's what they said. They did not actually sue Coinbase. So just to clean the slate there, clear the record for you. That's the truth, and you're hearing it from this channel, okay? Because that's what I'm about. I'm not about spreading FUD, all right? I'm trying to clear up the FUD for you. So, and that brings me to the next point, which is the XRP and the SEC case, okay? I want to talk about that real quick because, guys, I don't know if you guys follow John Deaton or Jeremy Hogan, but they're attorneys in the SEC case who've been following this thing from the start, and they came forward last night and said that they have now got legal admission, basically, like the SEC is admitting in legal document filings through the courts that they were telling third parties before they actually went after the XRP and Ripple for the unregistered sales of securities, right? So they were telling third parties, when third parties were coming to the SEC, and they were saying, hey, is XRP a security? We want to know. And they actually admitted to this in court filings now, but the SEC said that they were telling the third parties, well, it's not necessarily a security, but we're not saying that it's not. So basically what they just admitted to is that they had no freaking clue what it was. So big evidence in the case right now, and we'll have to see where that goes. But you know, that also leads me into another portion of a project I want to talk about here, which is called Polymath. Okay, because Polymath is in DeFi, and given that you got the SEC going after all these people and they have no clue what the frick they're doing, because they're a bunch of jackals basically. Uh, there are companies out here like Coinbase and Ripple and some of the others that are going to get involved with the SEC at some point. And what they could do is take a look at Polymath and what Polymath did as far as the project and how they went about basically doing their ICO, because Polymath, guys, is the first. It is the first project, okay, that ICO'd and was fully compliant and registered with the SEC. Now that's huge, because if you find out what they did and what they're doing now, it might pave the path for a lot of these other DeFi projects and people that are wanting to do stuff with decentralized finance. And let's say they want to work with the SEC to get this done, they could follow a blueprint like Polymath. Okay. Now, if you're wondering what Polymath is, basically, we'll go over to the white paper real quick. It's extensively researched and consulted with leading economic, game theory, and operational process experts to establish the token economy for Polymath, or Polymesh, sorry, which is a blockchain, with the goal of delivering utility, security, and sustainability for the chain. The core of this economy is the native protocol token that fuels Polymesh blockchain, which is PolyX, which both secures and operates the blockchain. Any transaction or use of smart contracts on Polymesh is paid for in PolyX. And basically Polymath, okay, it's a security and governance token. It provides technology to create, issue, and manage digital securities on the blockchain. All right. Currently, right now, it looks like there's 206 live tokens that have been created so far. But basically, they allow you the proper way to issue a token and then buy and sell it through a verification process. Okay. So, Polymesh is or Polymath here has also raised $59 million, and they're ranked 125th on CoinMarketCap right now, so they're ways down there on the rankings. But you could see a project like this move up very easily, just predicated on what they are trying to do here. And so if you go into understanding what they're doing, they actually have their own token, the ST20 token. So it's not an ERC20 token like that rides on an Ethereum blockchain, for example. So they've got their own protocol, the ST20 token, which is huge. But if we scroll up here, we'll just cover real quick what Polymath is. All right, it's we all know ICOs or token sales are the new way of financing, but many ICOs or token sales have been flagged as securities by the U.S. SEC. Okay, that's a big issue, obviously, right now. Moreover, businesses and corporations that have tried to get regulated by the SEC for launching security tokens have had a tough time. Because the process is cumbersome and unclear, given the SEC is dealing with such tokens for the first time. Sensing this problem, Polymath, which is the blockchain protocol for launching specifically security tokens, has been conceived. Here's a simple video explaining what Polymath is. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go watch this if you want. But how does it work? Polymath makes it easy for all participants to issue security tokens in a collaborative way, thereby saving time and money for the business that would otherwise be wandering through the jungle of regulation and deregulation. Mainly, these are participants in the Polymath's ecosystem that delivers issuance of security tokens by working in a collaborative manner. You got issuers, developers, investors, KYC providers, legal delegates, stuff like that. Here's a graph for it. So basically, that's Polymath for you. Now, why is Polymath important? Despite the fact that Polymath is still under development, its platform already features a decent range of features and functionalities. So it allows companies to control the issuance of their capital through code, helping businesses attract new investors who are interested in switching to digital currencies. It enables trading to take place 24/7 regardless of locality, and it eliminates intermediaries and financial blocks which can impede or make capital placement uh, expensive. Okay, now if you go back over here to the Polymath network page, I'll leave a link in the description for this as well. But they are driving, basically their whole objective is to drive efficient capital markets. Okay, and so if you can create your own token and issue it for buying and selling, you're going to have to work directly with the SEC for that. Not to mention, I think they kind of complement the SEC when it comes to regulations as well, because it's going to help with the data tracking process for ICOs. Okay, so that's another reason why I think they've been cleared and registered and compliant with the SEC, because the SEC, sees what they're doing, sees the use case behind Polymath, and is like, they might be able to help us here, so let's go ahead and clear them. That could be speculative, of course, but I don't want to jump to any conclusions. All I know is that the use case for Polymath is really unique, and the fact that they are compliant, registered with the SEC paves the way already for a lot of these projects. And I want to thank one of my subscribers for pointing this out to me on a few videos back, because I was asking about what projects you guys want me to cover, and he pointed this out to me. So I want to thank my subscriber, if he's watching the video, for pointing that out and give me some content to cover here. So with that said, guys, that's really all I've got for today. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll be back here on Monday or Tuesday to shoot a video. We're going to be going out on just a quick vacation for the weekend, just quick getaway. But with that said, if anything happens in the markets over the weekend, like I always say, the markets are volatile, but have no fear, my friends, okay? Have no fear. With that said, you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later.